What is a parody? Imagine watching a movie or listening to a song that feels oddly familiar, yet it makes you laugh or think differently about the original. This is where the concept of parody comes into play. It is a form of artistic expression that imitates another work, often in a humorous or satirical manner. Parody can be found in various mediums, including literature, film, music, and even visual arts. The key element is that it takes an existing piece and exaggerates certain features or themes to create a comedic effect. For instance, a parody of a popular song might change the lyrics to reflect a humorous situation, while a parody film may mimic the style and tropes of a specific genre, poking fun at its cliches. The intention behind a parody is not just to entertain but also to comment on the original work or the culture surrounding it. By highlighting the absurdities or flaws in the original, parodies can provoke thought and discussion among audiences. They often relying on the audience's familiarity with the source material, which makes the humor more impactful. In summary, parody serves as a playful critique of existing works, allowing creators to express their views while providing entertainment. Whether you are laughing at a comedic sketch or enjoying a satirical novel, you are experiencing the art of parody in action.
Cliché definition. A cliché is an expression, phrase, or idea that has been used for so long that either the initial meaning or the impact of the statement or subject is lost. Clichés fall into two types: expressions and ideas. Clichés are subject to overuse and become quite common expressions in everyday language. Since they are so ingrained into the language, many people do not recognize the original meaning or impact of the cliched expression. Let's take a look at a few examples. You may have heard that adding insult to injury means acting in a way that makes a bad situation worse. The origin is from a story about a bald man swatting a fly that landed on his head, but he misses the fly and only hits himself. Another example is paying through the nose, which now means paying too much for something. The origin of the phrase is from the 9th century, when Danes conquered Ireland and charged a tax based on a census of noses. While most people recognize clichés as phrases that have been repeated over time, certain methods or approaches to a subject can also be categorized as clichés. These ideas have been so overused that the impact of their use has become too predictable and unoriginal. Here are some examples: the love triangle, journey for treasure, character types like wise elder, comic relief, and nice guy. Let's take a look at some examples of clichés used in everyday speech. All is fair in love and war. Laughter is the best medicine. Nerves of steel. Time flies when you're having fun. Some of the more common clichés originated from classic works of literature. Shakespeare coined many clichés, including too much of a good thing and wear your heart on your sleeve. George Orwell created the cliché "Big Brother is watching you" in his novel 1984. Most contemporary writers try to avoid the use of clichés for a few reasons. Incorporating cliché expressions and ideas suggests the writer is unable to present original or unique ideas. Readers may lose interest due to old clichés. Many clichés depend on an understanding of the language from which it originates. Language barriers can result in a lack of comprehension. Some older clichés have been repeated for so long that the original meaning has become antiquated and irrelevant. However, there are some instances when writers consider using clichés acceptable. Authors may use clichés that speak to a particular audience, making the text more relatable. As long as they are not overused, they can create a more personal connection to the reader. Writers can use clichés to simplify a complex idea or subject. Writers may develop specific characters who utilize clichés as a method of characterization. Those characters would then be viewed as unoriginal and lacking depth, which can influence the plot.
Language.Foundation's Video Dictionary, helping you achieve understanding. Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with efficiency.
Meaning of proverb. A condensed but memorable saying embodying some important fact of experience that is taken as true by many people. Adage, byword, saw.
Today's word is neologism. It means a new word or phrase. A way that you can remember neologism is to think about the roots that are in the word. Neo means new. Neo kind of sounds like new. And logism, like logos, it sounds like language or logic. It actually means word. Put that together, you have new word, which is what neologism means. An example of a neologism is selfie. 10 years ago, the word selfie didn't even exist, or I hadn't heard of it. Now that word is everywhere and it's in the dictionary. It's a neologism, it's a new word.